Wow. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. It's 4:30 in the morning, right? It's also my off day. I told myself that I was gonna get up early, which is nothing new. The schedule that I work is usually it alternates weekly. It's either I work a Wednesday through a Saturday, or I work a Thursday through a Saturday, and the other days I have off, unless I have other stuff that I gotta take care of. And I usually get up around 2:30 in the morning, and then I get to work by 3:30. So normally, you get up that early, and you have an off day, and you're like, I'm sleeping in till whenever. But normally, I like to get up early, even on my off days. I get up maybe like 5, 6 o'clock. But today I was like, nah, we're gonna get up at 4:30. And I figured, just why not? And just go ahead and record it, and I'm just gonna use this as pretty much just segue into my next video. So this is just a morning vlog of me just getting ready for the gym, because that's where I'm going next. But I'm just gonna go through like my routine of what I do before I go to the gym, and then I'll just record some shots there, and we'll just lead straight into the video. So like I said, good morning, and we'll see you guys there. What's going on, guys? So welcome to my kitchen. Normally I like to eat before I go to the gym, but I had a pretty big dinner last night, and I'm still kind of just like I don't need to eat. So normally I would eat. I'd probably eat like some oatmeal, or maybe like some jasmine rice and like 2 scrambled eggs or something like that. But I'm like, I'm gonna get something in my system. So I'm just taking CLA and carnitine, and then chasing that down with half serving of cranberry juice, right? And like the real cranberry juice. If you've ever had this, it's super tart. It's not really delicious, but like you get used to it after a while. It's the actual real stuff. So just. I just spilled some on myself. Alright, so excuse me. So that's pretty much that. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and I'm just gonna drink. I'm gonna drink some water, so get some water in my system, and then we'll see you guys in my car. What's going on, guys? We just pulled up to the gym. Welcome to my car. Probably can't even see it, but yeah, I just pulled up to the gym. I've been drinking on some water for about the past 10-15 minutes, which is important. Water's your friend. Also, it's not really needed, but some days I'm like, I'll take it. Some days I'm like, it's whatever. Just a pre-workout. If you guys know me, you guys know I'm a big Naruto fan. So right there, I'll let it focus in. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that I take. It's not actually a pre-workout. I just printed that out and put it on there. Because if you know anything about that character, you know that there's one scene where he just goes absolutely ballistic. And I'll probably throw the scene up in here, probably like a little snippet of it. But, you take some of that stuff, and that's how you feel. You go into the gym, and you take care of what you gotta take care of. So, other than that, guys, just gonna go ahead and go in, and then we're gonna get started. What's going on, guys? This is my first voiceover for my videos. You guys know normally I'm in front of my camera, but before I started my workout, I usually do like a dynamic warm-up or like dynamic stretching, for about 5 or 10 minutes, kind of get everything loose. And then these are just snippets of my actual workout itself. So I kind of like combine a bunch of workouts together. I do normally write out what I'm going to do before I go in, so I always have a game plan anyways. As you see here, I'm just doing some flat bench press just to get some chest work in. I used to set up my split about, it'd be like, chest day, back day, arms and shoulders, and then legs. But now I kind of just do a bit of everything together, and then get my rest days, get my adequate sleep, and get my diet and my nutrition on point. And then I just go in and essentially I just train. As you see here, just doing pull-ups, making sure I just get a nice slow contraction, and then just let my body fall down, get the little stretch at the bottom, and then pull all the way to the top. Kind of just picture my elbows like pulling into my side as I'm coming up. So that's usually my kind of my thought process as I'm going in with these workouts, is how to execute them to the best of my ability. So moving on to the next clip, as you see here, I have seated rows just to get some back work in, because, well, in the last clip we did pull-ups, but now we're kind of just getting some accessory back work in. Normally here, like I said, it was probably maybe midway through my lifts anyways. I was feeling it. I was tired. I was there, but at the same time, my body was, I was starting to wake up, and I was like, all right, like, let's just get these sets out the way. And I try to record on normally like the last set anyways, so I could just kind of give my max effort, or close to my max effort anyways. I don't really believe in going all out, all out when you go to the gym. Kind of that like 75 to 85% effort. If you know anything about like Joe Rogan and his podcast, there was one podcast where they talked about the state of flow and kind of getting into that mindset. I'll throw up the chart if I can find it. I'll throw it up for you guys. So moving on to some weighted dips. So normally I start out with some body weight, and then I'll grab the belt and I'll work my way up. Probably throw on like 20 pounds and 25. If I'm feeling good, I'll throw on a 45. So since this was towards the end, I was like, let me just go ahead and drop back down to a 25. So this is a drop set. So I drop down, and you'll see here, I'll probably take off the weight. Yeah, I take off the weight, and I just rep out the rest with my body. So, and actually, I think at this point, I was listening to Firework by Katy Perry. It's a really good song. It's on my workout playlist. So if you guys do have a workout playlist, like, why is that not in your playlist? You know what I'm saying? My playlist is all over the place, because there's just times where I'm just like, yeah, like I need some aggressive music, and then there's other times I'm just like, look, I'm just trying to vibe. I'm just trying to do my thing. Hey, it's one of my favorite chest staples right here. This is how I got really good at hugging, right here. So if you're super sensitive, if you're super sensitive just like me, and you like to give hugs, well, then this is your exercise. This is your machine. Just picture whoever it is in front of you that you love the most, and then just give them the best hug. That's the way I do it. But as you see, I just kind of just focus on going real slow, squeezing at the top, and then releasing at the bottom, and giving it my all. Like I said, I was feeling it. I was tired. I was like, man, let's just get this out the way. Like, I don't even like recording myself anyways while I'm at the gym. I'm just kind of like, hey, I'm just here to get in. I'm here to get out. It's that simple. But I know I had to get some kind of some footage for you guys, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to talk over it, because there's no way I'm gonna go in front of the camera and talk when I'm all sweaty. So, and then finally, just moving into some leg raises. This is plain and simple, just get some ab work in. I've always had a weak core, and I made that a priority the past few months to get my core as strong as possible, because your core is everything. Your core is your foundation. So I'm like, why not have a strong core? Why not build that up? And I mean, who doesn't like to have abs? Not to say I have abs, not to say I don't have abs, but hey, doesn't mean you can't work for it, right? Hi, what's going on, everybody? Now I'm actually like super wide awake. It's coming on 7 o'clock in the morning. Just finished my workout. As you guys see, that's pretty much my workout. I tried to record about midway through my actual workout, where my body's already pretty much warmed up, but I'm able to get those last good reps in. So just wanted to get footage of that. And I was super tired in the morning, and I probably couldn't explain why I was recording a video that early, but it just leads into the topic that we're going to talk about, which is sacrifice, or sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? So we all have them. We all have to make them. At the end of the day, if you want something bad enough, you're gonna have to cut stuff out of your life that's taking up too much time. But without further ado, I'll just see you guys in my room. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my room. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage of my workout in the gym.
then my first voiceover as well. So I'll admit that it was very awkward for me to take my camera into the gym and just record. I see people do it all the time. Not to say I ever made fun of any of them or I ever pointed and laughed, but I always thought like, like seems a little awkward. Maybe, you know, like shouldn't you just be in the gym just to get your work done and kind of get in and get out? But hey, to each his own, and now, you know, I've lived it, and it was very small, it was very minuscule. Like you said, or like you've seen, excuse me, there was only a few clips in there. But honestly, I had a lot of fun. That was me stepping out of my comfort zone as well. So I thought to myself, going in, why not? Like, who cares if there are people in there? And I think there was maybe like one or two. They didn't care. I was all in my head. I was thinking, oh, they're gonna look at me and they're gonna like laugh, like, oh, why is this dude recording? They didn't care at all. I actually had a conversation with one of the individuals in there. It wasn't about anything like this. It was about like National Star Wars Day. What? I mean, if you guys are a Star Wars fan, you'll know that it was May the 4th be with you. So, if no one's told you that, May the 4th be with you. But this will be long past that day. Anyways, guys, 2 hours, right? For sacrifices, I don't know, I put up 4. 2 hours of my sleep gone for a total of 15 hours towards a day of productivity. I'll say that again. 2 hours of my sleep taken away, sacrificed for a 15-hour day of productivity. I got so much done. I got so much accomplished. I felt so much better when I woke up and I sacrificed that bit of sleep. Once it hit about 8, 9 o'clock, I was wide awake. I was energized. I was ready to just take on anything that day. And I did. Before I knew it, it got to be like 4 or 5 p.m., you know, in the evening. Still had a little bit of work to get done. I got it all done, and I was in bed by 7:30, and I was laying there, and I was like, you got a lot of stuff done today. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm actually happy, and I'm thankful that I did get up. So we're throwing that into the routine. On off days, I don't care anymore. We're getting up. 4 a.m., 4:30, 4:15. As long as it's 4 on that clock, we're getting up, and no excuses. From here on out, no excuses. We get after it. So think about the fact that something that small gave me a greater risk, right? You hear high risk, high reward. For me, that was a small risk, high reward. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want that for the rest of your life? If you could just take a, you know, just small little hit on something that, you know, you find comfortable, like sleep. Just take a small hit from it and gain something way more out of it. I'll wait. Exactly. So after that small risk and that high reward, now I started thinking to myself, what's next? What else can I slowly cut out? You know, what else? What's the very next thing? You know, you don't want to go cold turkey when it comes to your leisure time. I will call it that. But you can slowly start to decrease the amount of time that you put towards that, your energy, and it's just only going to better you in the long run. So now I'm thinking to myself, what next? If I can wake up earlier and get a lot more stuff done, what can I do? You know, it's just asking those questions. And I think by asking those questions, you're going to get those answers. So as soon as I find my answers, guys, you're going to be the first to know. Trust me. Trust and believe. Also, guys, right? When it comes to sacrifices, you need to have a plan. I don't care if it's a grand scheme. I don't care if it's a small little blueprint, right? As long as you have a plan, right? Let's take something as small as the video you guys, or the footage you guys just seen. I had a small little workout that I typed up the night prior, and I knew exactly what I was gonna do going in, and I went in and I executed it. Why not do that for everything else in your life? If you just go in blind, if you just go in like, oh, I'm just gonna wing it, you ain't gonna give it your all. It's that simple. As soon as I have my workouts, you know, planned out, I can take a look at them while I'm in the car and get ready and get in that right mind space. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to knock it out. Let's get it. Not only that, choosing to make that sacrifice put me out of my comfort zone, right? I'm no stranger to getting up early, but on my off days, you know, you're tempted to sleep in, you're tempted to get that extra rest. Your body needs it. It does. I won't lie, your body needs that recovery. It needs that rest. I took that rest that last week I took that break, and I said that on my last video. But now it's all about getting out of that comfort zone. It's all about getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, and you don't have to take on too much on your plate at one time. So don't get that confused. So in conclusion, guys, we all know it's easier to go with the flow. It's easier to have that routine in life, and it's easier just to simply wake up and do the same things you've been doing, right? But if you continuously do the same thing every single day, but you want better for yourself, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get that, right? It all starts with making those small sacrifices. It all starts with just your mindset, your attitude, all of that. You're going to get discouraged. It happens. It happens to me all the time. I get discouraged, but you know what? I do my best to calm myself down. I don't let it eat at me. I control my emotions, and I just think about the situation rationally. And then I approach it from there, right? That's my advice to you. And lastly, we'll just talk about the fact that, little small sacrifices could be something as simple, and a personal example could be like video games. I'm a big gamer, love playing video games. I'll admit, spend way too much time on video games, way too much. That's actually where I got into like streaming. I was like, well, why not just go ahead and, start streaming if I'm gonna be playing video games? Don't want to be doing it for no reason. At the same time, now I'm starting to fall in love with YouTube a lot more, and I rarely touch my Xbox. I rarely touch it. I maybe turn it on maybe once a day, and I'll get on for a few minutes, and sometimes it just doesn't feel the same. But I just think that's because I know exactly what I need to do to set myself up for the next day. So, and part of that is like, hey, like if you have leisure time and you're thinking about getting on that Xbox, speaking to myself, I'm like, no, like I could actually be dedicating this time towards something else. I could be dedicating this time to pursuing part of my craft. So, like I said, guys, make those small sacrifices. Just start there. Start with one thing. And once you've mastered that, move on to the next one. And then have it as, set it up like task. Do it that way. And it's so much more fun to accomplish it that way. Write it down and then check them off. And before you know it, you'll be in a better position than you were yesterday. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay beautiful.